Hi, everybody. Today, I just want to have a quick chat about the differences between consulting and coaching. While both of them have their place, I had a lot of calls last week, and that's an awesome thing. And I got to meet a lot of great people. There were a couple of them that may have a misconception, and that is that I'm a coach, and that's not the case. I am a consultant. We're not necessarily partners, but I like to look at it as a partnership in the terms of I want to inspire confidence in my clients that my success is dependent on their success. So I'm going to take 2 minutes and go through a quick graphic, share a quick graphic that I created to talk about coaching and consulting. Now, to all the coaches out there, this is not a slight. I have a coach. I've used masterminds. This is simply a conversation. So, when I go through this, first things first, what are some of the benefits? Let's talk about that before I get into the differences. What are the benefits essentially? Well, first of all, the shared benefits of coaching and consulting are gained knowledge. You get a deeper level of learning and understanding of what it is you're working on. In my case, in my world, that's the delinquent tax space. So, how you can invest, when you can invest, where you can invest, why you should invest in the delinquent tax space. Both coaches and consultants are going to help you gain that knowledge and that deeper level of learning. The next point that I'll talk about with you is we both want you pointed towards success. We don't want failed clients. We don't want failed examples. We want everybody to win. In my opinion, a rising tide raises all ships. There's enough going around. Everybody wants you to win. With coaches and consultants, it's a safe place to gain perspective, which means you don't have to go learn at the school of hard knocks. You don't have to invest your money, lose your money, and learn the hard way. You can actually have real life examples. There's a lot of good proverbs and sayings that say the wisest people learn from other people's examples, both for good and bad. And with coaching and consulting, you have the experience and the wise counsel to hopefully learn that. The other part is support. Now, the amount of support, where that support comes from, and how I guess the type of support, that's all a variable. So we'll get into that in a moment, but you do have support in both levels. So now I'm going to go share my screen with you real quickly. So while I'm here, you have coaching on the left side and consulting on the right side. Number one, the first row, you have general knowledge in coaching in terms of they're going to talk about investing in delinquent tax, in the delinquent tax space, whether that be delinquent tax certificates or tax deeds, okay? But not specific counsel on individual properties, parcels, and transactions. Coaches are paid in fees is the second example. They get paid for getting you to buy classes, to buy into courses, to buy into masterminds. That's how they're paid, and that's why they want to keep you in their cycle, which is not a bad thing. They have to earn their money, and they're worth their money, but that's where they're getting paid. A consultant, in my case, is getting paid with sweat equity, which means I'm only going to make money when you make money. The amount of money I make is based off of the amount of money you make. So our hopes for success are shared. The third part is businesses built, like I just mentioned, on courses, masterminds, and coaching programs for the coaching side. And in my business, it's based off of continued and trusted relationships so that we can make more and more investments in the future. These are seeds that we're sowing, and when it's time to harvest them, we hope that the bounty is good enough to reinvest. With coaching, you have a less passive involvement, which means they're going to point you in the way to success. They're going to tell you how to get there, but then you're going to have to take all of the steps. In my program with the consulting world, it's more of a passive involvement, which means you're going to approve or decline deals. And once you have approved them, the due diligence is taken care of on our side, and the operations and management is taken over on our side. So you can be as involved as you want or as little as you want. Oops, sorry, I guess I forgot to delete this last one. That has nothing to do with coaching or consulting. So I'm going to stop sharing my tab. I hope that this was an informative conversation. I hope it's helpful. And if you are interested in some consulting and learning more, then all you need to do is go to chatwithcody.com. Feel free and enter that into your URL, find a time that works well for the both of us, and we'll have a conversation about how I can help you in the delinquent tax space. Thanks.